What it do? What it do? What it do? What's up, guys? It's your boy Raheem from Raheem Gaming, and today, guys, I want to give you guys my top 5 changes Lilith should make in Rise of Kingdoms. But before we get into that, if you guys have any changes that you guys can think of, let me know in the comment section. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So the first change that I think Lilith should make in Rise of Kingdoms, which would, I think this change would definitely help like free to play players and, low spenders, because whales are going to be whales. Whales are going to drop money in this game regardless. But this thing right here would do more good costs for, low spenders and free to play players, which would be being able, being able to change, purple armaments into legendary ones. Because think about it, guys. Think about it. You have let's say you have a right here, this got an inscription in it, inscription on it as well. But let's say you have a really decent, purple armament, and you got no good, legendary ones, because, legendary ones can roll shit ones sometimes. This one's pretty much not as great, or it's pretty bad. 1.5 health, 1.9 attack, 2 march speed. But this one right here is 2.4 health, 1.7 defense, 2.5 attack, which is better than that one. So let's say, you wish this one was a legendary armament. Well, Lilith should make, some type of material that you can earn either through KVK or some type of event for the low and free to play players, and then still have them in a bundle, for the whales to spend, and it should take about maybe like anywhere from 2 to 4 of these new materials to be able to get a chance or a guarantee to change this into a legendary armament. That's something I would think would be nice, a new addition to help people get better armaments, or get armaments even faster, because as as of right now, Lilith has been coming out with formations left and right. So that would be one thing that would be nice. Suggestion number 2 is shortening the duration of registering for KVK and entering Lost Kingdom. So as you guys can see here, which we already are registering for KVK, you start off with a 3-day registration for KVK, then it goes into a 2-day pre-matchmaking, then you followed by a 1 to 2 day by-election, and then I believe after that is a 1-day announcement or something like that. And then you jump into a 6-day pre-KVK pretty much event thing, where you do like 2 days of, hitting forts, and then 2 days of killing. Like it's just a lot, bro. And the reason why I say shortening the duration is because let's say you come out of a KVK, right? You go into off season, you farm up speed ups and resources back for like a month and a half, 2 months, maybe, whatever your kingdom decides to be off in the off season for. And then you guys register for KVK, and it's so long of a process to not only get into Lost Kingdom, but then you gotta wait another 1 to 2 weeks just to get into the first fight of Lost Kingdom, bro. So you're waiting dang near a month just to actually fight after registering. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So I really think that should definitely be shortened, because we all know 90% or even 99% of the player base that plays this game comes to play KVK, and to basically be off so long in the off season, which you don't have a lot to do in the off season. They run the same events over and over again in the off season, and it gets boring. And then your kingdom finally register up, and then you take so long just to find a match and just to get into the first fight of KVK, because you go back into after KVK to go back to fighting barbs and hitting forts just to gain honor. Like, it definitely should be the duration definitely should be shortened. So that's the two so far that we covered. The third one I want to get into is something that I think a lot of people would agree with me on. Is after you get out of KVK, you get resources back, but it's like 10% of resources, and then you get no speed ups back. I really think they should definitely give you about, they definitely should give you about about 30 to 40% of resources back, bro. Because, dude, think about it, man. You spend so much in KVK to get so little back. It's pretty crazy on how much you get back so little. You don't even get any speed ups, which is ridiculous. Like my R4 in this kingdom 3221 last KVK spent about 32 billion resources, right? Just to get back 3.2 billion resources out of 32 billion. It's wild, bro. It's insane. So I definitely think and to not get any speed ups is ridiculous, because you got to farm all those speed ups back, which is wild. And all you really want to do in this game is, of course you want to go in off season, get some downtime from KVK, because let's say you have a crazy KVK, but a lot of people want to have downtime, do some events, and then jump back into KVK. You know what I'm saying? So definitely think that helping out, especially that would help out, especially my free to play players and my low spenders, because we all know they're hurting. But if you guys are enjoying this video so far, if you guys have any suggestions yourself, then go ahead and drop that in the comment section. Let me know what you guys have as far as suggestions. And also, if you guys are liking this video, then think about subscribing as well. Smash that like button as well, because it is free. Hitting the like button is free. It also helps with getting this video out to the algorithm and getting more people to be able to see it. Now, another thing I want to talk about, which would be the fourth thing, is I don't know if you guys would agree with me in this one, but I think it would be cool, because I was talking, to my R4 Quiet in 3221 about being able to revive the epic commanders, because we don't have Sun Tzu Prime, we don't have a Barbar's Prime, and we don't have BJ Prime, things like that. It would be nice to have something like a new gameplay that only inquires epic commanders. Something like a capture the flag, would be nice, to where you're able to have like 3 or 4 marchers out in the open field. And there's two, there's one watchtower on one side for the enemy, and then there's your watchtower or whatever. And you guys then select one player to be like your garrison, another player to be your rally leader, and you basically you're fighting in this open field. And if you're winning, or you feel like your team is winning in the open field, then you can sum up a rally for like 2 minutes. People would throw like one of their you know, one of their marchers in that rally, the rally would get sent off to the other side. And if the rally beats that garrison, then the leader of that rally would be able to pick up that flag and start, you know, going back to your watchtower where they can score. Now, the cool thing about that would be nice is that the enemy team would still have time to go out there and try to take out your march before they score that flag into their watchtower. So, you know what I'm saying? That would be a, you know, some type of cool gameplay to implement, you know, epic commanders, because epic commanders don't really get used for nothing, especially in SOC, except for like pretty much barbing, collecting resources, things like that. So that would be a cool way to implement them back into the game, or back into like some gameplay, which would be, you know, a capture the flag type thing. Make it like a 10 to 12 minute game, and, you know, where people could win rewards like, you know, legendary sculptures, speed ups, things like that. That would be cool. And then the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is reducing or cutting the cost of passports, and also cutting the cost of passports in the alliance shops, and cutting the duration of New World, where you can get passports. The reason why I say that is because I was actually trying to migrate my 100 mil account out of a kingdom that I'm in right now, and it's gonna take 75 passports to migrate that account out. Now 75 passports is a lot, bro. Like, that's a lot. So like, let's say you get out of KVK and you just spend most of your alliance points, or you pretty much spend all your alliance points on, you know, buying TPs and all different types of stuff to try to win KVK, things like that. So now you're super low on alliance points, or whatever, alliance coins, whatever you want to call them, things like that, and alliance credits. And, you know, you have no way to get the passports out of the shop, and you go to buy the New World bundle, you know what I'm saying? But as you see here, this New World bundle, to max it out, is about $500, or a little bit over $500 to max that out, which gives you about, I want to say about 25, maybe 35 passports in that bundle. So let's say you go ahead and max that out, you know what I'm saying? You would have, and you wouldn't have enough for 75 passports. You would literally have to max out the bundle again, you know what I'm saying? And then you would still need 5 more passports to actually be able to have enough to move. But the thing about that is, as you guys can see down here, it takes 30 days for this bundle to refresh. Like, who really wants to sit there, buy this bundle out, wait 30 days, buy it out again, wait another 30 days? Like, that's too much, you know what I'm saying? Granted, you'd probably get enough alliance credit, you know what I'm saying, to get, you know, 5 passports by then, but it's a lot, bro. $500 for some passports is ridiculous, bro. That's a lot. Not only that, but 75 passports for a 100 mil account is pretty insane too. So I think they should really cut that down by at least 45%, 50% of the passports that it takes to migrate accounts out. And even for alliance credits, you know, when you go to purchase these things in the alliance shop, you know what I'm saying, it's 600k alliance credits. That's a lot. That's like 400 alliance credits away from a mil. Like, bro, they really should lower this down to maybe like 200k credits. You know, that's just my opinion on that, because like, dude, I don't think everybody wants to wait so many days to be able to migrate. I know once you migrate into the kingdom, you wait 30 days, but even if so, you know, it should be like 2 weeks to let New World refresh, and then then they can buy New World again. That means they bought it out, you know, in a month, twice in a month. And then by that end of that 30 days, if they didn't have a good experience in that kingdom, they'll be able to migrate out by then. But like, it's just a little bit too much right now, especially for 600k alliance credits for one passport, or, you know, spending like $500 just to max out New World and only get like 25, maybe 35 passports. And then you have to do another 500, which is like $1,000 just to max it out twice, just to get 70 passports, bro. It is a lot. So, you know, those are my 5 suggestions I think Lilith should change. If you guys don't agree, or if you guys do agree, let me know in the comments section down below. And if you guys have any other suggestions that you guys think Lilith should change, let them know in the comment section as well. Maybe I can, you know, bring them up to Lilith, and maybe they would be able to be like, you know what, Raheem, we'll think about that, and maybe we can incorporate that into Rise of Kingdoms down the line in the future or whatever. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you watch this video to the end, you're a real one. You're a GOAT. Shout out to you, man. Love you guys all. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.